the Evergreen Media Network Studios, brought to you by Evergreen Media, creating cohesive marketing campaigns. Evergreen Media in Vero Beach.
Welcome to the Lori Davis Show, where it's all about the amazing lifestyle on our Treasure Coast. And here's your host and realtor for life, Lori Davis.
Hello, and welcome to the show. We are so happy to have you here with us today in this holiday season. I hope everybody is enjoying. I know everybody's got lots to do, lots on your to-do list. If you're listening on Sunday afternoon, I hope you're doing something relaxing, sitting there at 4 o'clock, maybe sitting with friends out on the patio, maybe watching football and listening to the radio, of course. But there's so much going on today, and our guest is here because she's a part of one of the exciting things, really exciting things that's going on around town in the next weekend, which is why I specifically did it now, so that by the time you hear this Sunday, you're going to be able to go next Friday or Saturday. Let's talk about Christmas trees very quickly, because I went out to look for Christmas trees here in Vero Beach, and it's changed. And Cindy, I think you'll agree with me.
Okay.
Do you have a tree yet?
You know what? I don't, because I'm not going to be here, so I wasn't going to do it.
Okay.
But it's okay. I have other stuff.
So I went around looking at trees. There's Home Depot, there's Lowe's, Hodgepodge. Everybody knows Hodgepodge right there on US 1. And we'll all admit Hodgepodge is probably the most expensive place to buy a tree. Okay. They're beautiful trees. Yeah. They're spectacular. Yeah. And if you need help, I mean, they'll deliver. You know, you can get that. We have homes that have huge ceilings, and they're just beautiful. And you can get that big monster tree that you're looking for, and they're going to be gorgeous. But if you don't go soon, I'm telling you right now, because you're listening to this on Sunday or you're listening this week, you need to go get your tree, because
they're packed.
They're packed. They are. And they'll be by this weekend. Like when you listen at 4 o'clock on a Sunday,
they're done.
They're gone. They're gone. And they might not get another load. So it's really, really important. And if you don't, yes, I remember last year, Jim and I went like a week before Christmas, and there was it was, what was the Snoopy tree? What was the Charlie Brown Christmas tree? Yeah. But you know, when you decorate it, it's beautiful, right? One side can be flat because you got to put it against the wall, whatever. But and they're always beautiful once they're decorated. Yeah, you've got all the ornaments and things like that. But I wanted to remind everybody, go out and get your tree. Don't delay.
What is it, the one that's over by the hospital? I saw them the other day, the Exchange Club. They were putting their booth up the other day.
Yes, so I saw that too.
But Lowe's was packed. I was there 2 days ago. They were packed.
I went over to Lowe's. They said Sunday was nuts.
It was packed.
Yeah, exactly. And don't go at 8 o'clock in the morning. Go before work. You know, I think they start at 8. No, when Lowe's opens, you can go get a tree.
You know what? I was, not to be that way, I don't want to be like a contest or whatever, but I was in Vermont like a couple of weeks ago, and the trucks were coming down not Vermont. They were in Vermont, out of Canada with the trees, and I'm like, now we're already out of trees.
They
truck after truck. I'm like, there it goes.
I know.
There one goes.
And you know, it got cut how long ago? Ask them how old the tree is when you go in and say, how long have you had this? Because anyway, they're all beautiful, but don't forget to go get a tree.
Go get a tree.
All right, there you go. PSA from Lori Davis, your realtor for life and Christmas tree aficionado. So anyway, a couple of things that are going on around town. There's some really cool stuff. We have the inaugural Main Street Vero Beach Farmers Market coming up.
Yeah,
I remember we used to do this.
We did. That's why they were saying inaugural. I'm like, we used to do it because they had the lady that had the fabulous empanadas and stuff like that. She was excellent.
I met Joe Fenyak, who has Joe's the fish market right there on US 1. Yeah. Joe was doing like things out of coolers, and he had beautiful, Joe, shout out to Joe and Kimmy over there, oysters, fresh oysters, and he's like, hey, you want to try one? And I was like, what? He said, sure, and he just opened an oyster, and like it was so delicious. Yeah. So anyway, it's going to be on Wednesday, December 13, from 4 to 7 p.m., and that's 14th Avenue. And I think it says 12th Street.
12th or 21st?
21st.
Yeah, 21st. That's where it always was, by the fountain.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. You got to go. It's a don't miss opportunity. There'll be vendors and there'll be food.
Yep.
So there'll be both. But I always like the downtown. That's midweek, and then you get to still go on Saturday downtown, Oceanside. So I think that's great. I'm very excited about that. The boat parade is next weekend. That's Saturday, December 16th. That coincides with something else we're going to be talking about. That's also happening on September 16th. It's fabulous.
December 16th.
December 16th.
Yeah.
Yes. Did I say
September?
September. Well, we all know it's December. I know. But it's right there. The area by Riverside Park, guys. If you're new to town, it's going to be like under the Barber Bridge. They go to the marina, but they're really out. I think Memorial Island is a great place to go out there, and you can see it all out there. Or you can go from Royal Palm Point on the mainland side, and everybody goes out there and looks at it. It's at 6 p.m., 6 to 7:30. That's Saturday, December 16th. So go on and check that out. Every time we have a show, Citrus Grill House, we're so excited. They always provide us with a beverage. And today, because the holidays, we have Christy made this for us. We have a chocolate peppermint martini. Now, you can have this if you go over there and ask them for one. She rimmed it with peppermint as well. It's delicious. It's peppermint vodka and chocolate Kahlua. And it absolutely tastes delicious. When we get our guest on, she's having one too. So trust me, it's really good. It really is. It's delicious. It's very sweet. It's probably just, you just have one drink and then go on to your dinner. But thank you, Chef Scott Paricchio at Citrus Grill House for this beautiful cocktail. Everybody, you need to go over to Citrus. It's right there at 1050 Easter Lily Lane. Absolutely gorgeous, right on the ocean, next to Humiston Park. So it's right there. You've got Mondays to Saturdays, lunch and dinner. And it's getting busy. So if you want to go for dinner, please make a reservation. It's not too hard to do. We want to make sure you get in there. You don't want to go up and roll up and not be able to be fed. They don't take reservations at lunch. So I do see a lot of people lining up right at noontime to get in because it's beautiful right out there. They're not serving it. If it's not fresh, if it's not served there, the staff is amazing. Thank you, Chef Scott. Go on over and see them and tell them Lori Davis saw you. I sent you. Yeah. Let's see. What else do we have? DSRE by the numbers. Here we go. We're getting close to the end of the year, Cindy.
I know it. So we're almost up there. We're still at almost 20%. That's phenomenal.
We are 19.8%.
Yeah,
I think we're going to take it all the way home, don't you?
Yeah,
I think we
totally
got it.
do.
Yeah, the next closest broker is at 13.8%. We've sold $691 million. That's just residential real estate in Indian River County. So
that's amazing.
Thank you.
That's amazing.
If you're interested in buying or selling real estate, to call me, Lori Davis, at 772-538-1828, and I'll be your realtor for life. Or you can call any Dale Sorensen offices. We have 3 of them in town. They're fabulous. So our special guest today, she's fabulous. She's been a multiple-time visitor. We love having her in the house. So easy to talk to, so beautiful to look at. And she is the Director of Marketing and Communications for the Vero Beach Museum of Art. She's been with the museum for 11 years, which is amazing. Her creative sense and intensive drive make her the perfect director that our museum has seen in a very long time. We love having her in that position. Welcome, Sophie Bentham Wood. Welcome, Sophie.
Well, thank you for having me.
I'm
good.
so excited.
I'm good.
One of the things that we're here to talk about is what's going on next weekend, which is amazing.
Yes.
Friday the 15th, Saturday the 16th. From 6 p.m. to 8 p.m.
Yes.
Correct.
Yes.
Art after dark. Outdoors at the museum.
Yes.
Tell us about
Welcome to the Lori Davis Show, where it's all...
Okay, Cindy, let's go.
It's voodoo.
It's voodoo. It just happens. That's okay.
It is voodoo.
We roll.
It is
we roll with
crazy.
it. We roll with it. That was your special introduction,
That was.
Sophie.
It was.
So,
I
Art
love it.
After Dark. Tell us all about it. Tell us about this exhibit.
Oh, without the musical background. Anyway, that's fine. That's fine. Art After Dark, this is the 3rd year that we've done this outdoor exhibition. We've expanded the list of artworks. There's going to be 18 artworks. They're all global artists that are going to be coming from 9 different countries. This is a completely free exhibition. So everybody, I think, comes and thinks, oh my gosh, I've got to pay.
No.
There's no charge. So just come with your kids. You can bring your pets. I had somebody ask me, can I bring my dog? I said, if he's well behaved and on a leash, then you can bring him.
Yes.
But the galleries will not be open this night. We've had lots of questions about the Escher show because it's up.
Yes.
And are the galleries going to be open? No, the galleries are closed. So everything is outside.
Okay.
And we project the artworks onto the exterior walls of the building, which I think, again, people are like, how does that work exactly?
Yeah.
Think about if you have a projector and you like watching the movies at night outside.
Yes.
That's basically what it is.
It's amazing.
It is.
I saw it last year. Did you go, Cindy?
I've seen them. I didn't go to this one last year, but I have seen them. They're phenomenal.
They are. And I mean, every single artwork has been handpicked. So they're not the same artworks from last year. They may be similar artists, but completely different works. Each night will have the same rotation of artworks.
Okay.
And again, you have to walk around the venue. People kind of show up and they bring their lawn chairs and they sit themselves down. I always say to people, find a spot, put your things down, and then walk around the building, because each spot has a completely different art piece on it.
Absolutely. And there's music that goes along with it, right?
Yes.
There's audio.
Yes. So some of them have audio, and people have asked me, how does that work? I'm like, that's because that audio was selected by that artist.
Yeah.
And we treat this just like we do an art of that's on the wall. It's just these are off the wall outside. So completely different. But it's a lot of fun.
It's amazing. I did it last year, and we brought chairs. We kind of leaned them up against a tree, but I think the whole thing is to kind of just kind of move around with it. And you get to stand and kind of absorb what you're seeing, what you're hearing. And one of the things I was on your website today was talking about the combination of architecture and art.
Yes.
We have a beautiful museum.
That's right. So it's like Brett Fairs is the curator of this show that we work with, and he worked very closely with the museum team. So when we look and do these testing, we do this testing in September, and we really look at the artwork to see how they're going to reflect off our architecture in the building. So they're very carefully thought through.
Right.
And as with the audio, we can't have too many artworks with audio next to each other, because then they will jar, and we want people to experience each piece as the artist foresees them to be experienced.
Yeah.
So we think quite carefully about where they're positioned.
I love that. And and we know by 6 o'clock at night it's dark out. Everybody, everybody realizes that.
Yeah.
So that's kind of cool. Now, you're going to have a boat parade and the art thing going on. That's what I was thinking about that as I was going over the boat parade. I think it could be cool.
I don't think it matters. I mean, we've been doing this for 3 years. People either do one thing or the other. I mean, you can come on
both.
and you can come Friday night.
Yeah, you can.
Come to the museum Friday night. Do the boat parade on Saturday night. Actually, which my husband's going to be doing. So, so I'm missing the boat parade, but I'm going to be with the arts. But I mean, come. You can bring your kids, as I've said. You'll bring your dogs. We've got food trucks. Each night we have Dignity Food Truck. We're working with the Source, which I'm really excited to be doing. So they're going to be with us on Friday and Saturday night.
Okay.
And then Friday night, we also have Off the Hook, which is more of a seafood fare, if you prefer. And then on Saturday night, we've got Tava's Tacos back, who did join us last year. And I have to say, I'm not majorly a street taco person, but these are phenomenal. So I was like, this is great.
No, I think everybody's kind of now used to the food truck idea.
Yeah.
And I know that you guys, of course, in keeping with the quality of the museum, don't be afraid to try these food trucks. I mean, they're actually fabulous food. Now, you were saying, I don't know if it was last year or the year before that, we were talking about like, was it going to be a fish and chips?
Oh, the fish and chips didn't come. She didn't come. I was so bummed. But Off the Hook is going to be doing more of American, so the British thing is off the table.
Okay.
But I'm sure
I
everybody's
kind of like the British
going to be very happy about it.
I didn't mind that at all.
But, you can go and have some drinks. We've got a great cash bar, so you can get wine and beer and what have you. And, the idea is you come and spend as long as or little time as you wish. You don't have to be there for 2 hours.
Right.
Again, people are saying, do I have to be there the whole? I'm like, no, you can come drop in for an hour, see what you want to see, and then go off and do whatever else you want to do for the night. Now, Riverside Theatre have probably got their Live in the Loop. I'm plugging them for them.
Do they? No, that's fantastic. That's right. They've got theirs going too.
So you could do both.
This is what I'm saying about all the things that are going on in Vero Beach. They're just simultaneous simultaneous, one right after the other. Do they do Friday and Saturday night?
Yes, I believe they do.
That's going to be great. As long as they don't play too loud over your music.
They won't. It's actually funny. Every weekend we've done this, it's been perfect.
Oh.
So people have crossed over from both venues, and that's great for us. We are really good neighbors, so we're happy to do that.
Absolutely. And I just want to say to people that are like, I'm not an artist, or I don't really go to the museum. Trust me on this one. It's funky, fun. When they say international artists, it's just that these beautiful, colorful pieces of art are being projected on a building, and not all of it has audio with it as well. But it's just it's fascinating to just kind of sort of sit and ponder. Yep. And I think that it should, and I'm telling people to go try it. It doesn't cost anything to drive over there, and just go sit and just park your car and just take a walk around. You'll hear music at Riverside, at the theater, or you'll be watching the boat parade over here. But make the museum a part of what you do. It's just such a neat experience. This is a thing, and Sophie, as the marketing director and director of communications, you are finding such great things. We were talking about before we started the car show that you did last year. There are certain things that I think are just out of the box, hit it out of the park. And this, to me, is one of those things, because I don't know. I mean, you've traveled, I've traveled, we've been a lot of different places. But for us here in Vero Beach to have something like that.
There's nothing else like this on the Treasure Coast. We are the only venue that does this.
Okay.
And the art, you're absolutely right. The artwork, so things like motion stop graphics, it's illustrative, it's generative art.
Right.
So you don't have to know anything to come. I think people are like, I don't want to come to the museum, but I have to know something. No, you don't have to. And I have a lovely brochure that tells you a little bit about the artist.
That's right. When you come check in, there's a table, right?
Yes.
You get a little something.
Yes. And people, I think they come to the check-in table thinking, oh my gosh, I've got to make a donation, I've got to pay. This is a completely free to the community.
Yeah.
So we just want people to come and experience it.
It's a giveaway that you guys are doing, and I think it's a wonderful thing that you do. Now, wasn't there people like running on the wall, like it's part of some of it's moving, so it's not just still art, right? It's not just you're not there, it's like animation, right? Some of it is. Okay.
Yeah, and so some of it's telling a story, so you can watch it and you're seeing a story play out. Some of it's generative, which is almost like a computer graphics, so it can be just beautiful kind of swirly patterns or images that you're watching. Some of the little cartoons. I'm giving things away now for this one, but that's okay.
They can, unless they see it, you're not giving anything away.
So little cartoons that are funny, little skits that are amusing. And then, films or beautiful like motion stop graphics where people have created something and you're watching that play out. So they're just quite different. And honestly, there's some pieces that I think this year's, there's one in particular, it's called A Love Story, and it's absolutely beautiful. It really is moving.
I can't wait to see it.
It's really moving.
That's going to be fantastic. That's going to be great. All right, listen, the way that we pay for this show is with commercials. We're going to go to a couple commercials. We're going to come back and talk more about the Vero Beach Museum of Art and some other things that they have going. But we're not done with Art After Dark, because this is just something really you need to remember. It's next Friday and Saturday. So we'll be back in a minute. See you in a sec.
Ladies, are you looking for a change but just don't know how to get there? Don't miss the Women's Life Mastery event, a roadmap for change to becoming your best self. 10 fabulous women sharing their expertise for real ways to positive change. This holiday season, invest in yourself and register today to discover and become your best self. Breakfast, lunch, swag, and more. The Women's Life Mastery event, Saturday, January 13th at Joy Farms in Vero Beach. Visit CIAcertified.com today for more details. CIAcertified.com.
Welcome to Riverside Theater's Comedy Zone, where the comedy is wild, untamed, and downright hilarious. Come out this Friday and Saturday night at new times, 6 and 8 p.m. for the Treasure Coast's best live stand-up comedy show, featuring nationally recognized comedians with cabaret-style seating and food and drink table service. Warning, you may laugh until it hurts. Kickstart your evening with live entertainment, food, and drinks at Live in the Loop. Buy tickets at riversidetheater.com and get ready for a night of non-stop laughs.
Right now at Sunshine Furniture, it's holiday sale time, so you can save up to 50% on selected groups of indoor and outdoor furniture from Lloyd Flanders, Telescope, Windward, Capri, Sea Winds, Universal, and lots more. Sofas, love seats, dining sets, patio groups, occasional chairs, bedroom sets, all on sale just in time to make Santa say ho, ho, ho. Also, all pictures, lamps, and accessories are half off. And don't forget to visit our outlet and sales store just across the street from our main location for lots of great holiday bargains. Sunshine Furniture, 1295 US 1 in the Publix Plaza next to Planet Fitness in Vero Beach. Visit our website at sunshinefurniturecasual.com.
Sunshine Furniture brightens up your day. Sunshine Furniture, the best in every way. Have a sunshine day. Sunshine Furniture.
Hello and welcome back to the show. Oh, there we go. Jump the gun. Listen, we've got Sophie Bentham-Wood here from the Vero Beach Museum of Art. She's the Director of Marketing Communications. We're talking about the show and just the evolution, because this is our third year that we've been doing Art After Dark, September 15 and 16 from 6 to 8 p.m., projecting art onto the museum, completely free opportunity to go over there. Would you say take a walk through the park?
Yeah,
it's a walk through the park.
It's going to be a unique walk through the park.
Right. I love that.
You know, we had a lot of people that came up to us and of different generations, some of whom were students, and they were so excited to see something that they felt was exciting to see. So if you've got visitors coming to stay early for the holidays, bring them along.
Fantastic. No, that is. And because it is kind of, I lived in New York in the 80s, and it's almost reminded me of, you know, the spray paint, that big tagging things and that kind of art.
Graffiti and all that
Graffiti,
kind of-
that was the word I was trying to think of. You know, it is that. And that's it's very youthful in it. And so I love that the age group of the people that can enjoy that is much more expansive than, you know, just going to look at some paintings and stuff. Now, you do currently have a fabulous exhibit of Escher here. It's only here till December 30th.
Yes.
So, and I feel like this exhibit would be good for adults, kind of all ages, and kids. It's so fascinating, you know, what they've done. Tell us a little bit about the exhibit.
So this exhibit is actually the 30th of December is the last day. That's also a free admission Saturday. So if you haven't been and you want to come on the last day, that is completely free to see this show.
It's amazing.
Now this is, I mean, Escher is arguably one of the most famous printmakers of all time. I don't think he's brilliantly well known, but this is actually the world's largest collection of his works. So if you're really an Escher fan or you want to come and see this, you're not going to see this everywhere else. There's 100 art pieces, over 100 art pieces totally. We're crossing over 2 different galleries. And it's from a private collection. They're actually Greek owners. So, you know, it charts his history of his artwork. So it goes as far as the earlier Italian landscapes, to self-portraits, to book illustrations. And what he's most famous for, of course, is his infinity pieces and his tessellations. That's that repetitive artwork that people remember him most for.
The stairs, guys, when you're listening to this on the radio or you're watching this on Facebook Live or YouTube, it's the stairs that go up and seem to go over, and then they come down, and it's just you just sit and stare at it.
Yeah, they're like infinity staircases.
They are, yes. And I think that's what most people know.
Yes.
So this is Escher, and this is at the Vero Beach Museum of Art right now. And if you want to go for free, December 30th, you can go for free. So Vero Beach Museum of Art, you guys just have so much going on. And again, another free opportunity for people to be able to enjoy something. If they were going to go, what are the hours of the museum, and what does it cost if you were going to go see Escher? But you also have collections that are there.
Permanent collections there as well.
Collections.
So hours are Monday to Saturday, 10 to 4:30.
Okay.
Sunday, 1 to 4. Okay. And the prices are adults are $12, seniors are $11, but we have, and then children 17 years or under are free. But please check the website, because we have lots of deals and lots of freebies. If you're part of the first responders, you're free. Educators are free.
Love it.
Students are $5. So you got to check the website to see all the price points.
You do. Well, listen, you were saying too that if you want to get involved,
be a member.
And then all of these things come to you from that point on, which is fabulous. Now, for more information, whether it's Escher or Art After Dark, is 772-231 0707. Sophie, we love having you in the house. It's so much fun. There's so much going on. We need to do that. We're just going to do this once a quarter. So I'm so excited. Now, we didn't even get to time where I asked you, and thank you for coming, what's going to be on in 2024. So maybe we'll have you in January.
I like
and we'll
that
go with
idea.
that.
That's
All right.
a good plan.
Thank you so much. Everybody, thank you. Be safe. Be happy out there. Go get your Christmas tree. We'll see you here next week. Hope you have a great day. Be safe. Talk to you soon. Bye.